Okay, so now that you have those primary colors fresh in your mind, red, yellow, and blue, do you remember why they are called primary colors? Well, the word primary means first, and of course the word first means one. The primary colors are the only three colors that contain only one single ingredient. So for example, if I want to make the color red, I only need to add one thing, red. So I guess that means I can't really make the color red or blue or yellow, but I do have to use those colors first before I can make any of the other colors that happen on the color wheel. Speaking of color wheels, let's get ready to make our own. Now, before we get started, you're going to have to gather up some supplies. You will need a 6-color pie paper like this. This is going to become a much larger color wheel, but this is where we will start, and you can get this paper from me. You will also need a tray of the primary colors. See them in there? Red, yellow, and blue. And of course, you will need a water cup and a paintbrush. Please share the water cups if more than one person at your table are using this. The water is just for washing. We're not going to need to do any mixing. And so you need to pause this video and go get those things. Go ahead. I'll wait right here. All right, I hope you had a chance to gather up all those supplies and are ready to start making your very own color wheel. Now we're going to start with the primary colors. And you will notice if you look at the big color wheel in the classroom that the primary colors are not located next to each other. Red is at the top, and then you skip one, and then yellow, and skip one, and blue, and skip one, and back to red. So it goes primary, skip, primary, skip, primary, skip. So it makes like a pattern. And so that's what we're going to do when we start on here. Now we won't be needing our scoops for our paint quite yet, so I'll just move those out of the way. I'm going to pick a primary color, any color that you want to start with, and you're going to paint it in any of the triangles that you want. So I'm going to start with this one right here, and I'm just going to paint it in, and I'm just going to use the tip of my brush. This isn't a project that we're going to turn in, and I'm not going to put these on the internet, but we still do want to do our very best work. Okay, so my first primary color is complete. So I'm going to rinse that brush, and I'm going to dry my brush with a piece of paper towel. You can run and go fetch one if you need to. I think that when I rinse the brush, it makes my brush real watery, and then when I dip that water into my next paint, it makes it runny. So I like to dry that brush off. Choose your second primary color. It does not matter which one comes next. It does matter that you skip a space in between, just like on the big color wheel. So I'm going to put my next primary color here. Again, do a good job of painting. Rinse out that brush. Dry it. And now finally, my third primary color, I only can put it one place. So I have a primary, skip, primary, skip, primary. It has to go right here. The order of these colors does not matter yet. What does matter is that they have a space in between each one. So now I have my primary colors painted on my color wheel. My color wheel is started. So now my question is, what colors go in those spaces that I left blank? And what are those colors called? Do you remember the secondary colors? Well, after this video ends, you're going to watch another video to review the secondary colors, and then you're going to need to check in with me, and you guessed it, I'm going to make you tell me what are the 3 secondary colors. Catch you in a few.